everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. McCartney. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be wrangled to the ground right there at the 32-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. The Giants at 11-3 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. McCartney. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Giants 7, Seahawks 3.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll try to find Jackson Smith and Jigba, but now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
19 tight. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds Smith and Jigba.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. McCarthy. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
This is taken at about the 14. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Quick hitter here is complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Rig.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And the Seahawks first down.
Let's go.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey. Hot 70. Hot 70. Ready.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 19 Charger. 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Ready. Press all 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Trap 60. Go.
Back to throw. McCartney. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Hankins. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
28-yard line.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jamison Williams, 50 yards. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. McCartney. And for right side here, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready, break.
They'll run on first down. Hankins. And boy, it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. McCartney. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right there, right. Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, McCartney. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Go! Cougar 19. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Hankins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go, here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeaux.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
70, hot, ready.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 tight. Let's go. 7 targets, 7 hot, 19 targets, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 Lions.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Rig alert, rig alert. Dragon 60. Steady.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hankins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 3rd and 6. Off play action. McCartney. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side of these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready up. Red. Cougar 19.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 30. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
They'll run it with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake. McCartney. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the Giants, first down.
One quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Hey, check that. Street.
On first down, Hankins. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hankins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Cougar 19. Take off.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go street. Ready.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Here we go, here we go.
Will line up for the 2-point.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Panther straight. Panther straight. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground to the 22-yard line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd down.
6, go.
And they'll go on the ground.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Seven Pirates, seven Pirates.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He's back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game.
On the set. Ready? Gotta be Lions.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout